All right, so let's dig back into some mantras. And before we go into learning new mantras, it dawned on me I should probably pull out some CDs and go over what are on the different CDs I've created too, because a lot of the mantras that we're going to learn in this class are on one of the CDs that I've already recorded. So the first CD that I recorded was the Sacred Healing Mantras. It's just under my normal name, Christy Smurl. And there's 4 mantras. They're all about 15 minutes long. And the one that we did earlier, the Universal Prayer, Sarve Jana Sukhino Santu, that's on this mantra CD. And then there's also a couple others that we're going to learn on this CD. So then one of the other albums that I recently did, you won't find it under my name, Christy Smurl. You'll find it under Kali Samadhi. And this one has quite a few of the mantras that we learn in either class Mantra A or Mantra B. And then there's also, if you haven't seen it or had the chance to review it, there's an entire online 8-week program called Sacred Sadhana, where I go over every single one of these mantras, meaning, pronunciation, and an accompanying mantra practice that goes with it. So some of them have hand mudras that go with it. Some of them have asana or meditation options. So a lot of them are on this one too. And then my joint project with Kathy Bolta, Akashavani, that album has more artistic kirtan, bhajan, rather than just straight mantra. So different options you can look into. I do. I have physical CDs for sale. They can be physically purchased also through Amazon, or they're on SoundCloud, Bandcamp, YouTube, Insight Timer. Some are on Pandora. Oh yeah, if you want the actual disc, I've got discs. Okay, so the next mantra we're going to learn is the Gayatri mantra. I cannot emphasize enough the importance for me of the Gayatri mantra. You had a question?
I would just like to say I'm sorry that we were disrupted.
Oh, don't worry.
And also, her Sacred Sadhana series is really, really, really good. If you haven't seen it, you really have to. It's really powerful, and for me, there's a lot of good interchange happening through it. So
thank you.
Listen, look it up. Look it up, son.
Yeah, I put the Sacred Sadhana program together so that you can develop your personal sadhana no matter what culture, religion, or belief you are. Yeah, and you get credits, units, YACEP non-contact hours, etc., elective hours. Okay, so let's look at the Gayatri mantra. So we're going to learn the short version of it, not the one that has all the hand mudras with it, because I teach that in other classes. So the actual mantra is longer than this. Most of the versions of this mantra you'll find online is this version. Just Aum Bhurbhuva Suvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. But it's longer. It's Aum Bhuhu, Aum Bhuvaha, Aum Suvaha, Om Mahaha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Om Satyam, Aum Tat Savitur Varenyam. So it's a longer mantra, but most of the time you're going to run into this shorter version. It's less complicated. So I'm going to just teach this version today. So first let's take a look at the meaning of the mantra. So the poetic interpretation of this mantra is, O Creator of the universe, we meditate upon your supreme splendor And may your radiant power illuminate our intellects, destroy our sins, and guide us in the right direction. So we're asking for ultimate illumination. When we do the longer version, we're also working on strengthening the illumination or Agni of all the different elements, earth, water, fire, space, air, etc. But when we're doing just this version, we're connecting to that solar power, that sun power, that illuminating force of spirituality to guide us. So, like if you're lost, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know which direction to go. I'm confused. I'm mixed up. I'm in dis-ease. This mantra is really good for asking for the mind to be purified of what is causing that disharmony. Now, when we say destroy our sins, then that starts feeling really religious-y to me. You're a sinner. Rawr. But if you look at sin, there's a concept of sin that is when you know something is going to be non-harmonious to you or others, but you choose to do it anyways. That's a way of looking at the interpretation of sin. So when you know it's not going to bring goodness, but you choose to do it anyways. So when we chant the Gayatri mantra, we're asking, please, illuminate me. Shed some light on this. Let me connect in with that ultimate creation source, that ultimate radiant light, for all this junk to be dispelled from me. And if you think of mantra just by itself, some of that junk might just be the fact that you can't silence your mind. So we look at just the act of doing mantra practice, of honing the mind. And then honing the consciousness. Where are you directing your field of consciousness? Are you just running around on the ground? Blah, 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 blah. All right, so you stop doing that. Now you're like this. What? Now where do you go? Okay, you've stopped all that. Now you've become more focused and concentrated, but what are you focusing on? Maybe you're not sure what to focus on next. Maybe you're not sure where to direct your energy. Maybe you're not sure where to be of service for yourself or others. The Gayatri mantra can help direct us. Now there's a lot more information about the Gayatri mantra. Taught a whole class on it. But it's a very powerful protection mantra also, because it guides us out of that darkness. It guides us in an illuminated direction. And it also offers a degree of illumination of your own auric field so that you are less susceptible to junk infiltrating your space, your mind, your consciousness. Because you're asking for that illumination. It's like, turn up the bulb, make it brighter, make it brighter. And so it affords for less abnormalities in your system. And the less abnormalities that you're vibrating, the less abnormal energies get a hold of you, whether they're coming from inside or from outside, right? So like if you're strong, less people are likely to mess with you, right? I mean, let's think about it. Let's take Noodle Girl, little tiny, noodle mind, noodle attention, noodle on her phone. She's more likely to get jacked than somebody walking down the street like this. You get the point. Same thing spiritually. Same thing spiritually. If you're just busy running around with, you know, just squirrel, you're easier to mess with on the spiritual realm. Whereas if you're like this, ow, I've got my, you know, shutters locked down, I'm strong, I'm centered, like you're not just gonna mess with my mind, I'm like a laser focus. You're less likely to get derailed spiritually too. And this mantra really helps with that a lot. So let's look at the words itself. Aum. That's an easy one. We've gone over that. Bhur. Not bur, not bur. Bh, bh, bhur. And not brr. Sanskrit, there's no rolling of the R's. So bur. Bhuvaha. Bhuvaha. Not bhuvaha. Bhuvaha. Bhu. Bhuvaha. And if you looked at it in formal written Sanskrit, that H at the end has that dot underneath it. And so it's not gonna just be bhuva. That H has the tiniest echo of the A. Bhuva. Not quite a bhuva ha. just barely a hint, a tiniest echo. Bhuva. It's almost just like a little breathy poof at the end. Suvaha. Oh, sorry. Svaha. Now, whenever you say or you see the word svaha, you're offering. Svaha. It's an offering, always. So let's say if you've learned the Mahamrityunjaya mantra and you're saying it, and usually you end in namaha. Namaha. In many mantras, namaha. If you ever hear the mantra ending in svaha, you should be making an offering. A grain of rice, a flower petal, a sprinkle of water, emotion from your heart. You don't have to have anything in your hand. You could be mentally saying, I svaha, svaha, I offer, I offer, I offer. So typically, let's say, because I'll be going to India soon. So we're gonna do what's called havan. So we all sit around this big fire pit and all the, Rishi Kumars are sitting there and we get to get up in there and participate in the ceremony. And so they'll do the Mahamrityunjaya mantra over and over and over and over. And at the end, it'll always be svaha. And so we sit there with the fire with a little dish, and every svaha you take with these fingers, and then they'll say svaha, whoosh, into the fire. Svaha, whoosh, into the fire. Whoosh. Each svaha, you offer something. And if your dish runs out, that's okay. You just go through the motion. You don't have to have anything physical. You offer of yourself, of your energy, of your love, of what you want to get rid of and transmute into the fire. So, quick side note on the word svaha. Okay, tat savitur. Tat savitur. Varenyam. And it's not varenyam. Varenyam. So let's say that whole line. Tat savitur varenyam. Tat savitur varenyam. Then we have bhargo. Bhargo. Devasya. Dhimahi. Dhiyo. Yo. Na. And that H of na also should have a dot if it's written in full Sanskrit with all the markings. So it's not just na, it's a little na, just barely na. Prachodaya. And it's just the teeniest T. It's not prachotayat. It's just prachotayat. Just barely. So let's say one line at a time. I'll say it and then you say it. Aum bhurbhuva svaha. Let's say it again. Aum bhurbhuva svaha. Tat savitur varenyam. Tat savitur varenyam. Let's say it again. Tat savitur varenyam. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Let's say that. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Diyo yo naha prachotayat. Diyo yo naha prachotayat. So let's do one line at a time again. Om bhurbhuva svaha. Tat savitur varenyam. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Diyo yo naha prachotayat. Okay. So the way you will often hear it, there are lots of variations, but a more traditional variation would be Aum bhurbhuva suvaha tat savitur varenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi diyo yo na prachotayat. So let's try that out. And, don't worry if it's not coming out fluid or easy. We're just learning it. And we'll do it 9 times through. So you might want to listen a couple times or jump in. It doesn't matter to me what key you're on, what your voice sounds like. That's another thing. In mantra, I don't care if you sing off key. I really don't care at all. And neither does the universe. The mother, who we often sing to, she doesn't care if you're pitch or tone deaf. She doesn't care if you hit a sour note. What is she going to be like? Oh, girl, that's not good enough for me. No, it's all what's in your heart. What are you vibrating? What are you offering? So when I do mantra, I really try to get out of any type of fear or concern about the tone or quality, pitch of my voice. I go for the authenticness of my heart more than anything else. Okay? So we'll do it 9 times. So first, let's visualize ourselves. Let's just go somewhere nice and sit somewhere outside in nature, under some beautiful shade trees, and see the beautiful blue sky above you and the sun gently shining through the clouds. Maybe that sunlight is shining and touching your cheeks gently. And you're asking for the universe to illuminate you, illuminate your consciousness, connect you in with that radiant light. And so as that light from above shines onto you, also visualize the light in your heart center radiating back in this beautiful exchange, because it's not gimme, 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 gimme some light. It's a beautiful honoring and exchange of light, as if the universe is reflecting itself and you're reflecting back at it. And sit up nice and tall. Just bring some type of visualization of this beautiful light exchange, this solar exchange. And we'll begin. Aum bhurbhuva suvaha tat savitur varenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Diyo yona prachodayat. Bhurbhuvasuvaha tatsaviturvarenyam 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 Bhargo devasya dhimahi Diyo yona prachodayat. And do the last one silent. And bring your hands to heart center. And again, visualize that beautiful light shining on you, moving to you, through you, inside you, and right back out to its source. Inseparable, interconnected, undivided. And gently open your eyes. So again, it can't be taken away. Your connection to that light can't be taken away. That light inside of you can't be taken away. You can be confined in a small space in the dark, and it still can't be taken away. And the mantra can't be taken away. And your heart, your faith, your connection can never be taken away. Except from you. You can chuck it in the trash if you want. You can give up if you want. But nobody else can take it away from you. Any questions on the Gayatri mantra, the short version?